Oh, thanks, Zaya. What's good with y'all? Man, I gotta tell you, y'all need to know. Be more brown. Now, here's the situation. I was down in Las Vegas. Y'all know that, right? What's good? So I was gonna stay for the fight. That was the intentions. We went down there. We were gonna stay for the fight. Okay, here we go. Karceno is in here. The craziest thing you can ask me is, what am I doing up? That's the craziest thing you could ask me. Okay, y'all ready? Now can we get on with it? Okay. Now I went down to Las Vegas because I was trying, to go see what. All of a sudden, we're down in Vegas. Everything's going well. Then boom, they talk about who's coming to the fight. So everybody is screaming. I don't even know why it's saying bad reception. I'm not even in an area where there's bad reception. That's YouTube screwing. Okay, now hopefully there should be no more lagging. I was wrong. They're just gonna keep screwing over my live feed. Nah, this is a Samsung. It's perfectly fine. But anyway, here we go. Now. Oh, I'm good now. So anyway, y'all saw I was down in Las Vegas at the Floyd fight. So while I'm at the Floyd fight, you got, well, I'm not at the Floyd fight, but the training camp. So I'm there, everybody training, working out, getting better and this and that. Then they start talking about people who come into the fight. So that becomes the second nature of conversation. So it was like, man, what's going on now? Who's coming to the fight? And everybody's like fumbling around trying to figure out who's going to the Mayweather fight. So when they got the celebrity list that's coming in there, and they got Rick Ross, and I'm like, alright, that's cool. I really don't like him. Then Meek Mill is coming. Meek and his crew are coming to the event. Like, he ain't that deep, but he's just coming with his people. So I already tell them, and I told them, I said, Floyd, I don't like Meek Mill. Like, me and him, and Floyd like, no, you good. So I was gonna stay. So I talked to Nate Jones. I said, Nate, if I stay, I can guarantee you it's gonna be a problem. And they was like, no, man, ain't nobody gonna pull nothing here, man. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. I said, Nate, I already know. To avoid the situation, I will go home. I'm not gonna go to the fight. I know one of them will try to do something stupid, and they don't know how much protection we have here in Las Vegas, and how many of us will be at the event. And they would be stupid enough to try to do something to me there, and they will get swarmed, and it'll be a whole mess, and then Floyd will look bad, and it'll be a big mess. And in the end of it, I'll look good, because I'll get all the press. Vlad TV, everybody be ready to interview me. And the whole scenario. So I said, why would I want it to be a situation? I'll take the whole event out of the equation and let the night be for Floyd. Let him enjoy his night. So I told Nate, I'm like, man, I'm going back home. So that's why I came back. People was like, man, I thought you were staying in Vegas. I came back. And I'm like, well, Floyd didn't say he was giving me a ticket. He really didn't. I would have gotten one, but he really didn't say, like, I got you. But with the situation going on with Meek like that, with me, and I got a problem with somebody, he figure if he cool with him, you cool with him. There is no problem. And I already know they would have tried to do something really stupid there. They would have tried it. Not at the event, but like at the after parties. And we got a lot of people that roll with us down there. A lot. Meek wasn't that deep. He had some people with him, but he wasn't that deep. My people were there. Like when Floyd rolled, my people were right there. Right there. Believe me, it would have been no problem. It wouldn't have been no safari situation. It had been a very serious problem for Mr. Mill. And had that it went down, and that would have totally not been cool for all of us there, because it would embarrass Floyd. You know, it's ruining his night. It's his night. It's his moment. It's his day. It's his time. I'm not going to come there to start nothing with him, but I guarantee you one of them idiots would have tried to do something, and it would have been a problem. A very serious problem. So I took myself out of the equation, swallowed my pride, and then I left. I said, I'll take the event out of it, and I won't even go. Exactly. I'm not advocating it. It's over. So what is there to talk about? It's over now. I did the best thing, and that's what people got to learn how to do to avoid situations. How many of y'all got a friend that is cool with a guy you don't like? Everybody got that person. So if you get an opportunity not to be around that person, you know, I ain't saying I gotta miss everything. I'm just like, it wasn't a big deal if I went. It wasn't a big deal if I wasn't. I wasn't finna pay all that money for the event. Not to go there live. They cool. Meek and 50 had a conversation, and they cool. Meek just played his hand, and he apologized to 50 Cent, kissed his butt, and got back in the good graces of 50 because they really didn't have a problem. Meek jumped in there to take up for some other people. And then while he was going at Drake, he started just going at it to everybody. So he was apologizing. Man, I was going off the lean, man. Man, I was tripping, man. I was really tripping, man. I was bugging. So he got basically punked. But I don't roll with him. He's not somebody I'm like really cool with. Like, man, me cool. Nah, he ain't cool with me. Well, Meek did some things that he shouldn't have done, and I didn't like it, and that's the gist of it. I told you guys all before, when the back-to-back came out, he went in panic mode and he had started attacking everybody on social media, including myself and DJ Acrobatics. Yeah, started attacking both of us. He know of me. He don't know me personally, no. I ain't hanging around that clown. We was in the same room before. I saved his life. Somebody was finna either stick him up or do something to him. Oh yeah, no, Meek, it was a big rumor Meek said something that he didn't say. Oh, what Meek did, Ebony, this is what Meek did. Meek had his PR team come after me doing back-to-back because he didn't like the video I put out. My video went viral and he didn't like it. He watched my video talking about them and how he wasn't even in the same ballpark as Drake. He didn't like how I put it, and basically he was sending threats through his PR team to me. I'm not someone who takes threats too well. He deemed me as an internet guy, and I'm not somebody who like backs down or something like that, like DJ Alibaba or whatever. I'm not gonna just sit there and just be cowering and trying to get chat goons. That's not what I'm gonna do. If it becomes a situation, then it'll become a situation that'll have to be addressed. But I'm not finna back down because you go out there, you're gonna get it the whole smear. And it got aggressive. I'm like, oh, you want me to keep going after you? I was taking it easy on you. So they kept coming with threats and hitting my phone up on social media and Instagram, and we coming for you. We got shooters and blah, blah, blah. And then they turn around and then they want you to mention them. But that wasn't the cake. The cake is, this guy came out, and this is when he really got mad at me. Meek Mill saw the video when I was like, Meek Mill gets caught and busted for stealing people's songs. I busted him out for stealing people's songs, and he didn't pay for them on his Dreams and Nightmare album. Once I bust him out on that, and I said, yeah, you stole Adrian Broner's song. Oh man, he been off. Believe me, he know better. And I told the people who he stole it from was hitting me up all on Twitter. They was hitting me up like, yes, thank you for making those videos. You don't know what you've done. You've changed the game. Meek and his people now, they gotta watch. They moving around different because they was just stealing everybody's stuff. Now everybody on alert. Your video didn't change things. So they were thanking me. But Meek was, yeah, Floyd said it was all good. Meek cool. He was like, no, he cool. And I'm like, not with me. Not with me. And Floyd just gave him that look like, I said it's cool. And I'm like, I ain't riding with this. I just go home. Because all it's going to take is one of his guys be like, that's the dude that be hating on you on YouTube. Get him, Floyd. He'll go tell Floyd first. Because I swear to God, if they'd have made a move, it'd have been a major problem. A very major problem. It would have been a major problem had he tried something out there. So after that, I was public enemy #1 after I exposed Meek for stealing songs. Then Meek's I guess he fired his publicist, and then he had Nicki Minaj people. This is when he got with Nicki now. So now he's with Nicki. And then he started sending me stuff. And then the Safari situation happened. And I sided with Safari, and then me and Safari get cool. Now he really salty, because me and Safari cool. And Safari follow me. And he see that on the Instagram. So he watching my gram. And I don't even have subscribers like that. So I'm like, I don't really deal putting nothing on the Instagram. But he's following my Instagram posts. And he blocked my Instagram when I was playing the music on there. He filed a junction to take his song off because he didn't want people to know his song was ripped off from another person. So he went and blocked the audio. Then he had created a fake account and had the chasers come at me with a fake account. Why are you trying to destroy Meek's career? Trying to act like they're a regular fan, like don't nobody know it was them. This is when he shut down his Instagram. And he came with a fake account. Why are you trying to destroy another black man's career? A black man trying to make money and you just want to tear him down. And he mad. All the people he stole the songs from, They all friends with me. They on Twitter, on the gram, everything. They like Little Mo, Dino Money, all of them. And if you don't believe me, ask them. Ask them. Young Rome, all of them. Prince Easy, ask them. They all followed me. So it wasn't like I went around trying to look to hate on him. These are all the things this dude did. He created the situation. He should have just left me alone. I didn't care about him. I didn't like his music no way. So it doesn't bother me. I was not bothering him at all. Once they shook the hornet's nest, then he got with Nicki Minaj people. They tried to sabotage my YouTube page. People had to they were unsubscribed, everything, because Nicki had all the power. So at that time, he was getting Nicki's crew, and they go and sabotage people's accounts, go up, tell YouTube and lie. Oh, they're hating. It's a hate page. We got to take it down. It's nothing but hate. We need to take it down. So that's when I was fighting. Y'all don't know how much stuff I fight just so I can make videos for y'all. I got to fight all this stuff. I had to fight the UFC, some other joker, just to put out my Mayweather-McGregor's videos. That's crazy. And I'm like, dog, y'all don't own this. Y'all don't own nothing I'm doing. Where's the proof? Dude, you must have got here late. The proof is everywhere. All you gotta do is go look in my archive. That's all you gotta do. Look in my archive. There's your proof. It's all there. Of course, DJ, what's his name? Alphabet Soup? DJ Alphabets? Yeah, of course he knows who I am, because everybody go on his page, mention my name. All the time. Yo, you hear what Karceno said about you? You hear what Karceno said about you? Man, Karceno already covered that. Karceno said this. Karceno said that. Oh, he know all about me. So all y'all be like, he's so big, he don't know you. Yeah, DJ Alphabet Soup know me. How am I feeling myself? Oh, star, what song? You mean songs, plural. He stole Dino money, the difference. He stole that. That was all Dino money. Dino money had the difference tour. He stole that from D Money. Dino money. Stole that from him. F you mean with him and Bootsy. He stole it from Young Rome. He stole I Got the Juice from Stacks 2 Trill. He stole, and stole. Taking without giving no type of payment or anything. Just ripping off people's styles. You talking about a long time ago, Ebony? Because that's old. That's been addressed. That whole Charlemagne thing, that thing is old. I know what got under his skin. He was mad. I knew everything that happened and I wasn't even there. He was real salty that day. No, Charlemagne was upset and I got under his skin because it was right after the Birdman situation. And I told him, I was like, as soon as he got off the phone, he called Diddy. Because he needed security. Well, that's kind of dumb for him to say because he's a YouTuber. Yeah, and he heard the situation. He got all upset about it and in his feelings because everything I said that happened was true. Drew Blackman. No, he didn't mention my name, but everybody knew who he was talking about. And even on his podcast, the guy was like, "Man, it's really must have really bothered you because you missed mentioning it." But that's old. Oh yeah, yeah. It's a lot of arrogance coming out of DJ Algebra. It's a lot of arrogance coming out of him now. Since he's been doing the complex thing, he's got a complex. Oh, Ebony, you don't gotta defend me. I defend myself every day on here. Why wouldn't I believe Paulie Malignaggi couldn't beat Conor McGregor? How many times you seen Paulie Malignaggi go 12 rounds? That was an out of shape Paulie Malignaggi going 12 rounds. What do you think an in shape Paulie Malignaggi would do to Conor McGregor? I doubt if they pull why would they pull Everyday Struggle off? I hate on Texas artists and Philly artists. What Texas artists I hate? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. And because I don't like Meek Mill, I hate on Philly artists? That's dumb. Your cousin is Meek management, and you showed him my video and said him and Meek never seen, but before he crazy, but you're entertaining though, so keep it up, he said. Wow. Never seen a video from me before, yet his PR team hit me up on social media during the entire Drake beef. Went through every extreme to try to get me blocked. Sent me Instagram message. I got all the messages. I showed y'all on the gram already. They did every corny little thing. You think they finna admit to you what they've done? Went to Nicki to try to get Nicki because Nicki didn't like what I was putting out. She didn't like me making fun of her voice. I had the truth between Nicki Minaj and Rihanna beef, and she got all upset. That's not even true. Why he say that? Oh my God, he's tripping. You two gotta take that down. That's a hate video. Why does they get to do that? That's why YouTube is all screwed up right now. So Nicki didn't like me when she was with Meek, and when they split up, she still didn't like me. So she got her PR team looking out for her benefit, but they're no longer looking out for Meek's benefit. So what did he do? He come out and start snitching on her. She got people, man. They can make things happen, man, on the internet, man. So now when they was coming after them, now she coming after me, man. She be paying these people on YouTube and the internet, man, to write stuff about people. Oh, Ebony, I'm all over that. See, they expect me to act like an ignorant Negro. Go over there kicking on the door, yelling. I've already collaborated with the other brothers that live actually right next to them. They've always been into it with those people. I got the whole thing on tape. Trust me, we're good. They will be moving. That's why I made sure not to insult them and say nothing, get into a cursing match with them. They'll be moving pretty soon. Oh no, I was out there with the whole Justin Bieber thing. Bieber's going through this whole re-image thing with this cult church. So he can't be associated. Floyd was posting all these girls from the girl collection on his Instagram. So Justin Bieber had to sign off. And that's what created a problem. I was just out there. Taquan Savage, I don't know what you talking about. Because if you believe, for a shadow of a doubt, my name did not come up, you are the most delusional human being in the world. Because the only two people on the face of this planet that they were even speaking on social media was the DJ Acrobat and myself. That's it. When it came to Meek Mill. Trust me. There was no other. So I don't know who you walked in the door with and who you walked out. I mean, if Jay-Z people reached out to me, what do you think they were going to do? I mean, Jay-Z people was scary. Because these some people that's out here. and the way the conversation went was, I mean, you could do what you want to do. We're just saying that maybe you should stop. I'm like, whoa. Just stop mentioning the big homie's name. I'm like, they call him the big homie. I mean, you could do what you want to do. We just saying that you should stop. Yeah, theirs was creepy. But this was a few years ago. I haven't heard nothing back from him since. So Jay probably put the money down already. Lies? How would these be lies? This is all truth. That's what's weird. You guys will come here just to say you're lying. If you think I'm lying, then why are you here? You should have been signed off a long time ago. You should be like, yeah, he lying, I'm leaving. I ain't sticking around for this. He lying. Absolutely. He couldn't fire Anderson Silva because Anderson Silva was winning. But he was always threatening to fire him. Now I'm inspired to work out now because of Floyd. That's right, Ronnie. My guy, camera guy, came in and did his job. The UFC ain't going to ban John Jones. They're going to let him right back in after his suspension. Why? Because they need the money. Big Will, you notice you the only guy that talk about football? I talk about football. Nobody want to talk about football. But what you want to know about football? He ain't fighting no Nate Diaz in no trilogy. He gonna fight either Khabib. Now you know I ain't had no time to watch Defenders. All the stuff I've been doing. You want to go to Export with me? You should come right now. I'm at Export right now. Cotto's gonna fight Canelo. out of town. Nope, but he's gonna be forced to fight Khabib. That was the reason he was allowed to do the fight with Mayweather. They promised that he had to come back and do a fight for the UFC. So he has no choice but to go back. I told you this a long time ago. Like I told you, Boston was going to ask Cleveland. Cleveland was going to ask Boston for some more, for another pick or something else. They wasn't going to approve the trade to Cleveland. They want to try to squeeze and see what Boston's going to do. I told y'all that. Then what happened? 24 hours later, they talking about breaking news. How's it breaking news if I had it 24 hours before you put it out? Why was I in a suit? Because I'm a businessman. That's why I was in a suit. Kind of say a whole lot of BS that he ain't he know nothing about. He kept saying how he's a multi-millionaire. At all times. Oh, it's gonna happen. Khabib is waiting to beat his head into the ground. And then all of them fans will be mad again. And crying over Conor McGregor. I'll be happy too. He made it through the fight. He didn't have to pay a penalty for all the illegal blows he threw. And he's gonna make $100 million. People are already telling me to pay-per-view numbers and everything right now. I'm waiting to do the video on it, but I've already been fed the numbers. Dana just glad it's over. So he want to get back to the UFC. That's all Dana thinking about. Dana thinking, look, I want to get back to what we do. We don't need this. And Big Floyd, he just happy he got the result he want. Because Big Floyd be, man, I tell you, Conor McConnell, he gonna kick your ass. And everybody worried about Floyd. McGregor be broke before Floyd. You think only an idiot will believe that UFC is bigger than boxing? You know, Skip Bayless pushed that narrative a lot, and I'm going to address that on another video. But you see, I had to attack Al Bernstein because Al Bernstein, once again, becomes a prisoner of the moment. And he becomes a fanboy. And the only thing he could see is one person doing something. Because he really deep down don't like Floyd Mayweather. So if anybody hit Floyd, he just be, yes! And look at what he's doing to Floyd. He's working. He's hitting him with jams. He just ignores completely what the other fighter's doing. He just falls in love with what somebody else is doing. And I'm like, he's not even focusing on the fight right now. I don't know what he's doing. He's just making a fool of himself. Was it in the contract that if he was hurt to stop the fight? No, they stopped the fight because he wasn't defending himself. Maybe you don't watch boxing, but when you don't throw punches for a minute, and somebody else is having free shots on you because you can't defend yourself, they're going to stop the fight because you're going to get killed. And a lot of people like, man, Conor was just tired. Just tired? He was also getting his head knocked back, looking like Mike Tyson Punch-Out, looking like Glass Joe. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Brew, brew, brew. Do, 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 do. Come on, come on. And the Irish fans, you know, they just a bunch of drunks. They don't know what's going on out there. The fight's over, they still, yay, F the Mayweathers, yay. I'm like, you just lost, you idiots, and you guys are still partying. They don't know a punch from a jab, from a hook, or uppercut. They don't know any of it. That's right, McGregor, kick his ass. He got knocked out. I don't care, yeah. Oh, they ain't say that no more after the third round. Oh man, Ceno by himself. I think so. Yeah, I don't think nobody else better be out here at 2 in the morning with me. Finna go into the gym. I didn't bring nobody with me to the gym. Was I supposed to bring somebody with me today? I don't think so. People I know already in there working. Y'all holding me up. That's what's up. You holding me up. Oh yeah, you know, I gotta get my gun show back. It's the money team. It's the money team. Money, 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 money team. I ain't playing for no other team. Money, 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 money team. I should grab a basketball and go in there and show you how it's done. But I've already done that so many times. Thank you, Shane. I try to be. I try to be. So, if you talk to Meek manager Taquan, tell him that somebody's been lying to him. Why would you even admit that? He's my cousin. I'd be like, I don't know him. Oh yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe he can go back to UFC, you know, and maybe he can start fighting there. He ain't gonna never make another $100 million again, so. Oh, Khabib will beat his brains in. Tony Ferguson will beat his brains in. He's done. He made his money, so he might as well just wrap it up. Who else could he beat? If he'd have fought Canelo Alvarez, you know Canelo would have knocked his head off his shoulder. That'd have been a 5-round fight. Floyd got everybody paid. That's all he did. He got us all paid. One last time, one last check. It was the great white hype all over again. And I made it. Now, you can ask anybody on the globe how you think that would go? Me and him in a boxing match. Are you serious? Would he would put up his guards, get in the corner, put his guards up and go in the corner. That wouldn't even be fair. That would not be fair. Now you put me and Mr. Mill in the ring at the Mayweather gym. What you think gonna happen? What you think gonna happen? That's why I think me and him gonna collide at. We gonna have that collision right at the Mayweather gym. He gonna come in there one day. Hey man, just here to see Flood. Hey, Flood ain't here today? Man, that Karceno right there, man. I heard you been talking about me on YouTube, man. Why you always hating on me, man? I told you to stop. And he gonna come in there like McGregor, and I'm gonna be like Floyd, walking him down. Bit. I ain't gonna be ducking and slipping nothing. I'm gonna straight walk him down. Bring it right to him. Tear his whole body up. I didn't want the confrontation between, it's Floyd's night, Floyd moment. I've already seen something happen like that before. That's what I'm saying. Where people got into it, his entourage. See, this is how Rick Ross and Floyd actually got cool. When the 50 Cent Rick Ross thing was going on, Floyd got brought into that. And they met up in Vegas, they're in the same place because Puff had started working with Rick Ross. And Puff and Floyd is cool. So because Puff and Floyd is cool, he thinking Rick Ross, that whole thing is blown over. So he bring Rick Ross around Floyd, and Floyd looking like, yo, we got a major problem here. And Floyd told Puffy, he was like, look, man, I think Biggie would have still been alive had you took that thing seriously. You should have took that a little bit more seriously. You was all like, nah, it ain't nothing. He was like, nah, I don't move like that. We gonna find out right now if it's really beef or is this just, for some publicity, some just fake stuff. Because it was gonna go down that night. Rick Ross was scared to death. Because all of us that would represent Floyd was there that night. And that was not gonna be a pretty picture for Mr. Ross and his triple OGs. So that's what I'm saying. He's already been in these situations where little entourages getting into it because you're dealing with people from that bang in Chicago, and they go somewhere else and they see anybody threatens Floyd or a threat to Floyd, they will get mashed. They go out there for that. They will ride for him. That's why he's very good when he comes here. So if those people are out there in Vegas, they all good. So when Rick Ross was there, and Ross was like, man, I ain't got no problems with you. I ain't got no beef. No, man, that's just, then it got physical because once they saw them run up on Floyd, they drunk. They run up and make a scene on Rick Ross. What you want to do, big boy? They talking and woofing. They ready to kick it off. And the triple OGs, I'm like, y'all some rappers. Y'all might be getting down where y'all at in y'all hood, but y'all ain't like hee-haw tough with outside of your hood like that. These guys here, they don't care where they are in the world. It's going down. They the same as they was on their block. Where they at somewhere else, don't even matter. It will go down. Do not mess with those brothers. They off they rockers. So they actually went to another hotel and had another conversation at that hotel. One-on-one, where it was Floyd and him. And they said, look, we're going to have to dead this situation because somebody going to get killed. That's the situations you try to avoid when you're a grown-up. When you're an adult, you say, look, I know you cool with him. I'm not cool with him. So I'd rather not be around. It's not a big deal if I'm not at the fight. I kick it here while you're training, and then all through the press week and all that stuff. Then when y'all get ready for the fight or whatever, y'all go on ahead. I'll go watch the fight back at the crib. I'm good. I enjoyed the fight just as much as if I was there. But I don't think I wanted to be there in that mix, surrounded by Rick Ross, MMG, Meek Mill, and a bunch of other people I probably don't even like. People's like, well, it probably wouldn't have been nothing. Yeah, might have, might not have. That was about a 50-50 chance. So I'd rather leave. No, because I don't want that embarrassment on Floyd. Ain't nobody gonna say Karceno got into it with Meek Mill at the Floyd Mayweather fight. They gonna say Floyd Mayweather's people, some people in Floyd Mayweather's camp got into it with Meek Mill's people. That's how they're gonna put it. They ain't gonna put my name on it. They gonna put his name on it. You see how that goes? Nah, you just smart. When you're an adult, you think about things like that. See, when you thinking about yourself, you go out there, because I know I got protection out there. I got about 20, 30 people out there that would ride for me in that situation, in that scenario. Now, am I going to be ignorant and get into an incident and let's say one of them gets stabbed or one of them gets shot, they go down when they in the hospital. They got kids and a wife and family that love them too. You know, now who gonna look out for them? They been tight. And that's why I said, we've seen Meek before. It's not a problem. He's been at the celebrity basketball games. Brandon and Marcus put together those basketball games. So he's played in the events plenty of time. Since like 2015, 2013, around that time, he was always around for those events. Marcus and Brandon put them on. Like me, like 2014, whenever, I think it was 2014 or 15, where we had the 2014 or 15, we had the when the thing with Meek and Drake broke out. Like I said, there was no problem until back-to-back dropped. And that boy went in complete panic mode. That boy was way out in the deep drowning. I have a script. Nah, he went crying back to 50 Cent because he ran into 50 and he didn't want it to be nothing, so he went and had a conversation with 50. And that was the grown-up thing to do because 50 have real people with him. And when you got real people there, you know, things can happen. And he was like, I just want to holler at you. 50 don't need no protection for no Meek. He'll beat Meek down with his one hand. So he went over there and apologized to 50 for being on drugs. And it was the drugs, man. The drugs. 50 had to punk him like he did Steve Stout. Don't let it happen again. Oh my gosh, will you stop with the Muslim mob and the Bay family? I know about the Bay family. Come on, man, please. Who ain't plugged in a Muslim mafia in Philly? You forget I got people that work right outside of Max's at the hospital at Temple Hospital. Hello, they Israelites. They ain't worried about no Muslims, believe me. Stop playing. Man, and it's sad because they use the Muslim thing to cover up criminal activity, to break every law of the Muslim religion, but do it wearing a kufi. And they think that's cool. And I told you, there's people in Philly that don't honor that. They're breaking their own haram. You can't violate it and play with it like that. There's people in Philly that don't get down with that. See, like I told you, we don't move with fear. You're an Israelite, shalom, brother. You should know. We don't move around and revolve around fear. Things are gonna be what they gonna be. I know. That's why I said, and that's why I don't talk about everybody knows about the Bay family and the stuff they do and how they plugged and how Tiffy is. They young acting, they riding off other people's fame and legacy for criminal stuff, and nobody even want to be a part of that. Especially tying that to Muslim religion. So we don't talk about it. Exactly. Yeah, of course they don't say shalom. Did I say I was a Muslim? I said Israelites say that. So shalom, brother. I know exactly what I'm saying. Well, a lot of people go off the Quran, and the Quran is a basically, it is almost like a translation of the Torah, but not quite. It's like somebody making a movie off of a book. The movie's gonna look good, but be missing some parts. Some very key things. See, there's different things like in the Bible that comes from the Torah that you wouldn't understand because it's lost in translation. In Arabic language, and I'm explaining it to you quickly. before I get out of here. In the Arabic religion and language, things are in detail. They don't have a lot of slang words like we do, where we can say, well, this is what they meant. Oh, they meant it like this. So things get lost in translation. They assume something can mean something else, but in Arabic, it's very direct in meaning. So when you read something that if you learn the language and people who speak the language translate it to you or read it to you, it's a whole new world. Of course. That's why if you don't know how to translate or speak, you're just as useless. You could be the smartest man in the world, but somebody who's not as smart as you, a bum on the street, you're in their country and you don't speak the language, he could read the language and tell you where to go, and you don't know where to go, and you smarter than him. You mustn't pay attention that power doesn't come on for 2 weeks. It said it in the thing, 2 weeks. So power will be on next Sunday. Like, you wouldn't believe the holy city of Mecca is not really Mecca. It's named after a woman, and it is called Becca. The holy city of Becca. And it wasn't done to hide anything. It was just a mistake. They thought the B was an M. The letter that makes a B. It is absolutely the holy city of Becca. Do your research. Do your research and see if you can find it. The holy city of Mecca that the Muslims praise about is really called Becca. Don't blame me. I mean, don't believe me. Go look it up for yourself. Taquan told me I was right about something. Ain't that something? I would never be in the Nation of Islam. Ever. No. Absolutely, Ebony. One word could change the translation in an entire scripture. You are so correct. Well, I'm not with the Nation of Islam. I mean, if you're a part of the Nation of Islam, more power to you. If that's who you want to follow, that's cool. But I'm not meant to praise the Honorable Elijah Muhammad as the prophet. Sorry. No, Farrakhan, look, Farrakhan is smart. He knows. He knows already. I don't beef. There is no beef. I'm just if you are you a Nation of Islam member? And if you say no, you're gonna be like, hey, well, what's your beef with them? I'm not a Mason. All I am is a lost child of Israel. That's it. I'm a lost child of Israel in the Western region. That is, you want me, that is me. A lost child of Israel in the Western region. That's me. If Meek Mill want to squash the beef with me, very simple. All he got to do is hit me up on Instagram or Twitter, anywhere he want to, and say, look, let's just work this out. We cool? Because I really don't even talk about him no more. Really, there's nothing to talk about. I didn't review his album. I really don't want nothing to deal with him. But see, that's the thing. We're not having a religious chat. And dude was like, it never goes well. We're not telling you fight that one or like this one, don't like that one. We ain't doing all that. I know people who are Catholic and believing in rosaries. My mom and I just had a discussion. She tried to give me a cross, a rosary, and I'm like, Ma, I don't like have any crosses in my house. Do you? Are you kidding me? A cross? Never see a cross on me. Too smart for that. Um, what is a cross supposed to mean? Where in the Bible do they tell you anything about a cross? That is not representative of Christ. He never told you that. He didn't say, make a cross of me on my sacrifice, the reminder of his sacrifice, with his imprint of his body dead on a cross. Would you have a picture of somebody's dead body and make a t-shirt on it? A picture of their dead body on the t-shirt? That would be disrespectful, wouldn't it? If you walked around with a picture of somebody's dead body on the shirt, that would be disrespectful. So I don't think the people who put him on the cross, I think they kind of made that the symbol. as a form of disrespect, then made it the symbol of the religion. So that you will remember what we did to him. The cross never represented his church. What did Christ say was the symbol of his church when they said, we need a logo for the church? He said, well, go in the water and get a fish. The fish became the logo of the church, of Christ's church, not a cross. So if the fish is the logo, why is everybody praying the crosses and thou shalt not bow before any engraven image, and there's engraven images and you guys are bowing? I don't understand it. You say you worship the Bible and you omit everything they say in the Bible not to do, you do. I don't get it. I don't put up Christmas trees in my house. Why? It tells you, do not cut down a tree, put up a tree, dress it up. They tell you everything. It is a pagan religion. Do not do it. They tell you not to do it. It's in your Bible, but yet you omit it and do it anyway. My mama too far gone to change. But I know I'm not finna put one up. Oh, don't get hung up on the J thing with the name. I represented what the J sound was. Like James is, some people still in the UK, their names, they still spell their name James with an I. I-A-M-E-S. It's actually a company like that too, James, with the I-A-M-E-S. You could look it up. The I represented the J, but they thought it was too feminine, so they changed the letter to a J to give it a masculine sound. So everybody name started with an I, they got the J put in there. Oh yeah, Jesus is a made-up name. The name Jesus comes from the Greeks, their Greek mythology, Zeus. Yahshua mixed with Zeus makes Jesus, which was Jesus. If you look at a picture of Zeus and you look at a picture of Jesus, don't they look alike? See, what happened is they mixed the Judean teachings with Greek mythology and came up with Judaism and all these other different ideologies. And they came up with Christianity. That's why they got rid of it, because they used to believe in all that stuff that was Zeus, and here he is with the spear and all that. They made all that up. They said, look, we finna ride this to the wave. They came in there and started teaching them all this Judean teachings and all this stuff. So they mixed the religion up and came up with Christianity. Then it came into Catholic, because the Catholics came later when they took over Egypt and they worshiped the holy cat. They was worshiping cats. That's why you see the Sphinx and all that stuff in there. That was never there before. the Sphinx and all that stuff, that was the worship of the cat, the holy cat, which is Catholic. And that's what, believe me, they changed all of these religions, but this is where they all originating from. So they erased and renamed all the characters from Greek mythology and made stories around them. Now Zeus became Jesus, and then now you had Ares, the god of war, became Hades, and the devil, and all of it came over, and they crossed them over back and forth and just renaming characters. And then the Bible was never written in English. It was in German, where they had the Weinstein version. Then the King James Version was a translation of the Weinstein version. That was a translation from the Roman edition. It was the Roman Bible, then it got translated into German, which was called the Weinstein edition in German. And that book had way more books than the Bible we have now. So now you have the King James Version, and then that's that. Was it Greek? It's either Greek. The Weinstein is either Greek or German. One of them. I'm quite sure you could look all of this stuff up, I'm telling you. I know a lot of something. Why you think I don't have no tattoos? I don't smoke no weed. I don't do anything to tear myself and the temple down. You guys have to realize this is all designed to eliminate you. All of these things they put in here eliminates you. They want to make money in the process of your elimination. They're poisoning your food. They're poisoning your water. They want you to get sick so you can go to the hospital. You can spend money. And now you got to work. It's so hard that you could barely live where you're at. You're spending your money on health care. They make you get health care now. That used to be your choice. Now you got to get health care. Weed is an enabler. Before 1992, people who smoked weed, they barely did it. They barely did it. Once the Chronic song came out and started promoting smoking, people started smoking outside. I'm smoking the Chronic. Now everybody smoke. People used to lie and deny they smoked. They used to smoke in secret. Now they all out in the open. I smoke. It enables you to do what you need to get done. You make getting high a priority. It's a necessity. I gotta get some weed. Man, I gotta smoke. Next thing you know, you become a talker. You, instead of putting that energy into doing something to help better yourself, you use it as a distraction. Some people can. And then some people are in denial. Not me. Then your body starts to become immune. Then you got to get higher. Then you got to get higher. Then you got to get higher. Now you want to mix it. Now you're doing coke. Now you're doing crack. Now you're doing syrup. When will it stop? A lot of things is legal. Don't mean you need to do them. But I'm out. I'm finna go work out now. I gotta get my cuffing season body on.